like today, hopefully we have the luck to streaming smoothly. Okay, this is our fourth day for meditation. Originally, I was planning to kind of give every day different instruction, kind of move new material in each day about meditation. But now I have changed my mind that I think that, meditation is not an accumulation of knowledge. It should be really practiced, and you have the real experience inside. So it based on, the practice. So this first week, I think that we should practice breathing, two techniques, breathing again and again and again. And then the next week, we will move to what we call the insight meditation, vipassana. So this week still, I want to focus on the breathing technique. And the first breathing technique, we mentioned about breathing in, breathing out. Remember, the breathing in, breathing out, counting is a mean, the way to something. It's not the end. It's not the goal. Like, doing the counting of your breath. It's the mean to samadhi, like a totally dhyana concentration, like a stillness, calm and quiet, mental stage. So counting, it's a mean, it's just the step. And so after doing the counting, it's the way to train your concentration always on your triangle, the bridge of nose, and then also your nostril. Okay, this is what I call triangle. And you know what? This is your individual meditation hall. That means this is the way you practice, where you practice, the place you practice. Okay, so some people may need 1 day, 2 days, even 3 days, or whole week to, count on these counting, breathing. And then once when you so easy to focus on the breathing here, then you can move to the second step. Is what? Just follow the breathing and not counting at all. So in the famous meditation master, Tian Tai Zhi Yi, in the 6th century, the master, he will emphasize on, his book called 六妙门. The first 2 steps is counting the breath, and then the second step is following the breathing. Okay, so I want you to focus and practice and even master in the breathing. So again, and when you are doing the breathing, 2 things. First one, if your mind, when you're counting, so easy to distract it, your mind go away, please bring it back here, okay? And just doing it as much as you need, because each one are very different. Some people has a good disposition when they sit and they immediately, kind of enter into, we call the dhyana, like a very concentrated stages. And some people try very hard In Buddhism or in Chinese, we always call the mind like a monkey, like a horse, running so fast, a monkey jumping around. That's our mind. So don't feel frustrated if your mind's going away. Just bring it back, going away, bring it back, going away, bring it back, bring it back. Okay? And secondly, I want you to know that when you are really concentrated on breathing, okay, so you feel like you are living inside world, not outside. So you totally live with yourself. So you need to have that kind of experience. Okay? You're like an inside world with yourself. And very warm. Indeed, this world is very warm, very friendly, and very peaceful. So that's a kind of two things when you are doing the meditation. And I would like you kind of come to that experience. Okay? So this is all preparation. And yesterday, I'd like to give you a review about yesterday when we mentioned the observing. What does it mean about observing? That means raise your mindfulness, awareness. That means know the other thought. Okay? Only focus on my breath. On my breath, I know, it's long or short. The air came to my nose. Whether the air is hot or is cold or it's warm. Okay, this is the awareness, the mindfulness. That means in your mind you have no the other thought. Not thinking about, what I'm going to eat tomorrow, what I'm going to do later, I'm going to bed. No. So just, focus on the air. Come through your nose and your sensation, feel it's cold or warm or hot, the air. And then the breathing, the breath is long or short. Or even, do you breathe smoothly or in haste? You cannot do that. Okay, some people even try very hard, make a lot of noise. That is not right way to do it because, remember, the breathing, anapana, breathing in, breathing out, this step of the goal is to go into dhyana. And the dhyana, that means what? Stillness. So there was not that much sound come from your body, or there was no movement. Like you have to breathe in very, harsh. So, of course, they also, I will introduce that, when we meditate, the breathing have a several phenomena. And as I mentioned, that if you make a lot of noise or make a lot of movement, it's not a right way. And also remember, you do not manipulate, and then stop breathing, and then try to prolong your breath. That is not the right way either. Just observe, and then you will find like your breathing, originally, kind of in haste, and fast, but gradually slow down, and your breath and gradually become longer. So the goal is to, make your breath longer and subtle. Okay, now this is our first 10 minutes to explain the practice. Now the second 10 minutes, we're going to practice. Okay, again, I would like to repeat it again and again. Okay, the three aspects of meditation is body, breath, and mind. So far right now, we kind of, repeat the practice of body posture, and now we focus on the breathing. And next week, we will talk about, the mind. Of course, right now, the mind is on your breathing too, okay? So now, prepare your body posture. As I mentioned again, if the people, would like to go for the detail, please you go to our past few days when we are, tell people how to prepare the body posture, okay? So the first step, okay, your feet, as I mentioned, you always need to be, have the leg closed, and then over, half lotus posture. You put one feet on the other thigh, either right or left, or you put both legs on the both thighs, okay? So this will be the way, and always make sure it's closed. And the other day some other day later, I will tell you about the cushions, all the background for meditation issue as well, okay? So the leg, the secondly, your back, sit upright, and I mentioned that you can clockwise, counterclockwise, kind of circulate your body. So now you make sure you sit stable, and then also loosen your muscle, okay? And now put your hands, both hands, either right palms, left palms on the top, it doesn't matter, but the thumb slightly touched. And now open up your shoulder and put it down. And your chin, pull it in. Horizontally, pull it in. You don't knock your head or the chin is up. No, it's a horizontal, pull it in. And your tongue slightly touch the upper teeth, behind the upper teeth. And eye closed. The eye open only when you feel dizzy. And then you will open up and even open wide and to look at the furthest point in front of you. Otherwise, the eye should be closed. Okay, feet, back, hands, shoulder, chin, tongue, eyes. Good. I believe you prepare your body posture very well. Now let's start the breathing. I would like to practice again the two techniques of breathing. Let's do the counting. Breathing in, breathing out. At least for 10 times. And then we will do observing the breathing. Okay, now your mind on your nostril, breathing in, breathing out. 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 Now my breathing go very smoothly. And now I would like to exercise the technique too, of observing my breathing. Is the air came to my nose? Is it hot? It's warm? It's cold. What is the sensation? Is my breathing or the breath is long or is it short, or is it longer or is it shorter each time? Do I breathe in haste or in peace, smoothly? Now please follow all these instructions and exercise yourself. Remember, your concentration, your mind should be on your nostril. Now let's try the metta meditation. The metta, M-E-T-T-A, metta meditation is the way we send out a positive thought and prayer started to ourselves and to other people. Extend your positive, good thought to other people. So you silently repeat with me. May I be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, and be free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my spouse and children be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, and free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my parents and my brothers and sisters be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all my family members be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my teachers and students be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my friends and my neighbors and people surround me be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the people in this country be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the people in this world free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the doctors and nurses, medical personnel, free from infection of coronavirus and other diseases, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. And thank you for their efforts to save others. May all the medical science free from infection of coronavirus and other diseases, and free from suffering, and be well and healthy. Hope that they can create, discover the vaccine, and then also treatment for this coronavirus and benefit everybody. Thank you for their effort. May all the political leaders free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. We hope that can exercise the humanity and the morality and make a decision, take a measure to keep the people in this world healthy. May those people who are affected by the coronavirus can get the rapidly recovery and be healthy, free from suffering. May all the people who die from coronavirus can rest in peace and have a good karma to find a rebirth or even enter nirvana. Now it's also the time for you to pray for those people, for those individuals are very special for you, and wish them be well and healthy. This is the time we transferred the merit of our meditation and to those people we care, or even the people we do not know them. This is the way we foster our compassionate thought and loving kindness. Omitofo. Now, at the end of the meditation, before you get up, please wrap your hands and generate the heat and cover your eyes, massage your forehead and your head and your ear and your neck, the back of your neck, your shoulder, your arm, your back, your thigh, and your knees, your feet, and always make sure that before you get up, your feet are not numb. Okay, so massage the foot, leg, knees. We maybe still have 10 minutes. So I like to share with you some thought when you come to Buddhism, and everybody will ask, what is the major teaching of Buddhism? Of course, many people will first one say, life is a suffering. Okay. Why is it suffering? Why life is suffering? Well, we suffer a lot of time is because things changed, or in Buddhist way put it, impermanent. Things change. I believe that many people right now, one of the reasons are not very happy is because, we have to change our lifestyle. For example, we cannot go out for party, we cannot go out to restaurant, and or go out to make money. Now you have to stay at home, and lots of time you don't know what you can do. Change is always in our life. Frankly, from the body, our body changed when we were a baby and we become a teenager and we become adult or we become a senior. So even the body cell, it changed all the time. It also, we call birth and growth and decline and die. And from our physical body and our lifestyle always change. Our job change, our social life change. Before you were single and now you get married and then you have the children. The family changed. And now the whole world changed. This is kind of a big impact for everybody. As I mentioned from Chinese view or even from Oriental philosophy, change is not bad at all. Or every moment things happen, it's not bad at all. Always have the good side and the bad side. And right now, we can take the good side of passive life, stay at home. So maybe we can, resort all of stuff you were supposed to do at home, or write down to start to write something you were supposed to write, or to read a book, or to listen to music. And everybody's kind of a panic about the world, economy, it getting worse. Yes, it will change, but is that going to be always become worse? May not be. A lot of side aspect will change the people used to see certain things or handle certain way, and now we can adjust, make it more secure now. So I think that this is also a good side. And maybe you are worried about your money getting less, or maybe you don't know whether we have enough food for the whole world. I believe if we help each other and share the food to what we each one need, not what each one want, then I believe the food for whole world will be enough. In our life, we tend to take more than what we need. What we need and what we want are very different. The people always say what we need is your stomach. How much your stomach can take it. But what we need is our eyes, how much our eyes, our desire want. So we always encourage people, only take the need your body you need. And I believe that's enough. The food on this earth is enough for everybody. Or we can share with the people, if we have abundant food, even left or kind of not after we eat leftover, but you have a lots of store food and the community to share. So that will be for what we talk about. Change may not be a bad thing. And now people ask me, what should we do during this pandemic, situation? I think we can ask ourselves two questions. How can I prevent not to be affected? And I think very important, one mentality is don't think I will not be caught. That is very important. Lots of time, people commit the crime, they always think, I won't be caught. Or at this situation, you might think, I'm lucky enough, I won't be affected. You may not know. So I think the very cautious attitude toward, like the doctor, the nurse say, okay, stay at home. Don't always assume that I will be lucky, I will not be caught, or I will not be affected. That's one thing. The second thing, for those people who already, affected by the virus, the panic, the fear is thinking about going to die. But, in our body, we have all kinds of bacteria and germs. And according to what we learn, I'm not medical expert, but from the knowledge of what we learn, kind of a common sense, is the immune system in our body. That's the most important. That's kind of the army can fight with the virus. It's your own immune system. And keep a peaceful mind and happy mind can increase the immune system. So I would give you advice that, just go to a mainstream and accurate sources for information about coronavirus. Don't read too much, especially don't take those other fake news or something really on both sides, stigmatize each other and make you feel uncomfortable or upset. Okay, so just protect yourself from, got affected, and then also, very important is to have a peaceful mind, happy, mentality, and to increase your immune system. And at the last, what I want to say is, even though we just meditate for 10 minutes and during this time, but you can do it in the morning when you get up, spend 10 minutes and doing the meditation. You have a lot of time at home. You can do it in the morning, in the afternoon, and before you go to sleep. You can last for, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or even 2 hours. As long as you feel like you like to do the meditation. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock this time too. Okay, see you tomorrow. Good night. Amitofo.